2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Yellow, are you lady? I'm here all day. Hey, Ridley. Move.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
57. Mike, 57. Let's go, Yellow. Watch twins. Sponge. Off.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Push him back. Switch it. Come on. Smash back.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 54. You run. Shoot. Check. Kill. Check three. Hey, watch it. Switch.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Go. Watch twist. Let's go. Come on. Win the rep. Let's go right here. Mike, 55. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 21-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
There we go.
On 2nd down now. It's Coleman, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Bring it.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And that is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
57's Mike. Mike 57. It's been a long day for you.
From the gun, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better be ready next time.
Here comes the Rams punter now. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Charger drive about to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Watch tight end. Hey. You got 3 down.
Mahomes now on first down. This is caught by Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Play.
A give, running right is Mack. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
50 cent. Mike, 50 cent. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Seam 6. 50 cent with the mic.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. The open man is Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Chargers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Let's get it.
I don't need to.
We got trips over here. There's overload. 34, eyes on 34. Man, I got you. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
You ain't got nothing.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes, he's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Yellow. That's your line. Come on. Easy.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On second down, it's Connor. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now it's Connor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
To throw on second down, Daniels. Flush to his right. This is Coleman with a grab. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels, and able to find Dorsett. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Daniels on the screen. This is Coleman. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Go, go. 13, check 13. Go, motion, motion, motion.
Second and 15. And he rifles one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 52. What?
Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. It's fourth down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're running it. Kill, kill, kill.
Yellow.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Got it. 54. Mike 54.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Mike 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Dorsett making the catch. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. He's checking. Crash. 22, check, Bama. 22, check, Bama. Orbit. 58's the mark.
2nd and 6. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Coleman. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Drops it off for Coleman. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
From the gun, Daniels. And he finds a man with a crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Coleman now. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd down, this is Wilson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll run it with Coleman. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop it for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Hey, 57, 57.
This time Mahomes will throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Mack, draw play. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. I'll go line. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Sick guy. Check sick guy. Kill. Hey, Ripple is.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Check nickel. Go.
On second down now. It's Robinson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
You'll forgive me if I get excited about what we just saw there, won't you? I know I'm supposed to be neutral here, but those were terrific plays back-to-back defensively. They know what the mission is. They've got to force a punt here if they want to have a chance to win the game.
They absolutely do. Steps 1 and 2 done. Now they need this third step. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Big Ed.
He's coming. We got double up. Go low.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Second and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
To throw on second down, Daniels. And this is incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
On first down, Mack. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, 43. Switch.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll go down at the 28. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
57's Mike.
Box trap. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check it back. Check it back.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
26 yards long.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Back to throw. Mahomes escapes the sack. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's third down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Robinson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Watch the attack.
They'll run here with Robinson. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
So with that neat 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.